Hello, hello, hello. So, we're going to look at, well, I do hope you're having a good day. You know, I always want the best for you, but I was going to jump right into this. We're going to look at Crown Helmets Redo by pnkrd something. pnkrd, anyway, I don't remember. Anyway, you can look this up and see what we're talking about. So I want to say thanks to Death's Grim that's Death's Grim, for bringing this to my attention, because I always use invisible helmets, because if I don't use invisible helmets, there's no need for me to have, you know, fancy hair or anything on the girls or the guys, because your helmet's going to cover it up, right? And then that hair, a lot of times KS hairdos, it'll clip through certain hoods and stuff and just looks bad. So I always use invisible helmets. However, he mentioned this, kind of like we have armored circlets. This is Crown Helmets. This is a redo. Now, these are crown-like helmets that are added to the game. They are not replacers. So, it's not that you can't find them in the game, because they mention here you have a slight chance to find them on NPCs and merchants and loot instead of a regular helmet. However, this does not replace regular helmets, so you can still use your invisible helmets, and people who have regular helmets will not show. But for people who are wearing these crowns, they will be there. So they want to add more crowns and stuff, but they've not done that yet, but that's okay. I just want to say I think this is cool. Let's see. For making, okay, Oaristys for making this, and her post to allow me to do this. I won't port it, so if you're willing to be my guest, so okay. Excuse me. So this must be pnkrd and Oaristys. I guess Oaristys. It looks like it's a combination of things here, so I don't want to get too much into that. Don't get caught up in that. So let's go look at the crowns, right? I went ahead and made Testra, who's our girl here, a suit of armor for each of the ones that had a crown. And she's wearing the Daedric armor. And I like the crown. There's a little clipping. I don't mind a little clipping. Have you ever seen, like my wife has a lot of hair, and if you ever see them put like a hairband or anything in there, there's always, even in real life, there's kind of some clipping. It's not true clipping, but you know what I mean. It's not perfect. So this is not perfect. You can always adjust your hairstyle too. Like if I wanted to change her hairstyle to suit this crown better, I could easily do that with the cheat room. I could just go over here and give her a different hairstyle. I could also pick something that would be worse, but let me just show you what I mean. I don't think it'll take but a moment. Let's go to her hair. Let's just choose a different, like you could choose something like that. There's still some clipping. There you go. That looks a little less, like a little less clipping. Still probably clipping a little bit. Let's see if we can find something. Whoa. Oh, that's the Serrana look. And we're getting into vanilla hair there. Let's go back. Oh, get your hand out of your face. That doesn't have too much clipping. That's one of the ponytail do's. It's got a little clipping though. Let's see if there's something a little better. Well, okay, you're just gonna have to work through it, is all I can tell you. I'm not doing any better, am I? I'm really not doing my argument any favors, because I don't think I really found anything that was significantly better than what I had. The one that was better, this is going to be very subjective, but I thought this one was okay, even though it still has clipping though. That one's okay. That one's okay. It has less clipping. So you're going to have to play around with this. And there's her original hairdo. And it has a little minor clipping itself. You could give her that. That appears to have less clipping, even though we do know it has clipping. Alright, so alright, I'm just going to give her hair back. I liked her original hair anyway. We'll probably find a crown that suits her. Let's just leave that alone. Anyway, you get the idea. And if you have more hairdos than I do, I only have KS Hairdos Light, then you may have better luck. Now, I was going to show you the rest of the crowns, so I hope you didn't run off while I was messing around there. So here we go. So this, well, see, now see, some of the crowns are going to work great. See, that one is fine. That works fine for her hair. That looks really good. Matter of fact, let's do I'm going to cheat and do a cheat close-up instead of doing a zoom, just because this is easier. We'll bring her in a little closer. There we go. Alright, so that looks good. Nothing wrong with that. That crown really looks excellent. We'll just go ahead and change her over here. That looks really good. I don't see a lot of clipping with that. Now, if we move to the side, yeah, we might see a little clipping. Okay, fine. Whatever. It still looks good. Let's try the Dwarven, because believe it or not, the Dwarven has a crown, which I thought was cool. And a nice idea. Yeah, a little extra clipping there, but nonetheless, not bad. And let's see, that armor overall is good. She's just got her hands up in the way all the time. Okay, that's due to lifelike idols, but I don't want her twirling, so this will do. This will be fun. So we'll do the Ebony crown and gauntlets. And I think that looks fine. Well, that crown, I don't know. That crown looks... It depends on your taste. It would protect your face more, though. What does that look like with the mail? Does it look much different? No, not much different. Matter of fact, the crown looks the same. I just meant, did it look better with the mail? And no. My ebony mail always has some blue to it. Not complaining, just saying. It's just the way it is. Let's see. Let's go to the Elven. Now, I kind of like the shape of the Elven crown a little better. The Ebony crown looked off somehow. Still, these are very good. Oh, there is no fur crown. I'm just letting you know. Let's try this. That looks... The glass crown looks really nice. Maybe I just like the glass colors. Maybe. Anyway, it looks good. Get your hand out of your face. Come on. Alright, so let's look at one thing. Now, I have a special... I want to see if this... Okay, wow. I don't know how to drive. There we go. I have a special mod armor that I want to see if this crown still suits this armor. The color is a little off. I think there's a slight color variation in the truly light glass and the glass armor. Okay. So there's a slight difference. I was wondering about that. So alright, so let's roll up. We'll go back to where we had the glass. Okay. Okay, so there's no hide. There is actually an iron crown, which I think is well done. I think it looks good. Nothing wrong with that. We have the Orcish armor and the crown. I'm just doing this so you can get the full effect, so you can see what it looks like. The Orcish crown looks good. The coloring looks good. Little, again, a little clipping going on, but I don't think we can avoid all of that. We have the steel armor and crown and some cuffed boots, and then I went with the Nordic gauntlets instead of the Imperial, but same idea. That looks pretty good. Make her get her hands out of the way. But anyway, you get the idea. I think that looks pretty good. So let's go. You can do the steel plate too, but I don't know. Well, you know, it still goes okay with the steel plate. Not as... Yeah, it still looks pretty good. Alright, so let's see. That's her usual... Oh, okay, and that was it. So I usually have her wearing this, so... out of all those, what did I like the best? You know... I liked the glass one. Let me try this again. But did I like it the best? I don't know. Maybe I liked the elven the best. I don't know. It's hard to choose. Some of these crowns are very similar. And I didn't like the ebony the best, I'll tell you that. Maybe the elven crown kind of... Anyway, doesn't matter. If you like these crowns, though, which they are nice, and this does give you another option so that you can have non-invisible headgear. And depending on what you're doing, I mean, you could mix and match just for fun to be silly. You don't have to, of course. But let's see. I thought the Dragonscale Crown looked really good. That may be the best one. Okay, that may be the best one. That looks really nice. So the Dragonscale Crown to me was my favorite, even though the Dragonscale armor is not really my favorite. But it's good though. But you know, for the game and playability, it's good. I think I forgot to put the gauntlets on. That's funny. But that's me. I'm just random. So, you know, I think that crown looks really nice, and it just depends on what you want. And if you had an armor replacer, the good thing is that crown would still be there just like that, even if you have an armor replacer that changes your armor to a different style. Because I do have an armor replacer that I'm using. It's just that it's not skimpy. It's just a full armor replacer. So it may become, you know, that in the future. I don't know. And if it does, I'll have to see about things at that time, just see how it is. But right now, it's this, and there is a 7 base one that you can use that's not skimpy too. So anyway, this helmet idea, I think I like the helmet, the crown. I'm sorry, the crown idea, especially since it's an add-on. It's not a replacer. So not everybody in the world will be wearing these. But you can have a crown. And I guess you could call it more of a... Well, anyway, we'll just stick with crown. It's fine. I'm not going to try to rename it. Let's just go with it. So let me just get back down here. So it's crown helmets. This adds these crown versions of the helmets to your game so that you can use them. It will not replace the helmets in your game. Matter of fact, we didn't go anywhere to look around. I apologize. We should go to... I have everybody on invisible helmets still. When I saw it wasn't a replacer, I left him... Excuse me. I left invisible helmets on. Okay. I was wondering if it was going to let me go for a minute. It wasn't giving me the little clickable icon that I need. Okay, it's being kind of slow. But it's not frozen. It's not crashed. Hope for the best, right? Alright, so... Let's see, what time of day is it? It's early in the morning. She's out.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy.
If we see the guards and stuff, they shouldn't have any helmets, because my invisible helmets is still on. I don't know if any of them will have these crowns. If anyone actually wears a crown, it will show.
I mostly deal with petty thieves.
See, she's still got an invisible helmet. And so do these. Okay, so that just shows it doesn't replace the helmets in the game. Everybody still has helmets. I should have made her a helmet and shown you that, but I didn't. We can go back down to the forge, and I can make you a regular helmet and show you. I do like this better because then if you have a helmet you like and you have a hairstyle you like, you can kind of see both. That's one of the reasons I got the circlets mod that I have. So let's go to Dragon, if I can find it. And let's go down to the dragon scale and we'll do a helmet. See, the helmet is still here. And you'll find that the helmet...
From the remains of a dragon? Amazing.
Oh, well, I forgot she's going to comment on stuff. Anyway. So, let's put the helmet on. The helmet is invisible. So you can't see it. I should have made... Well, you know what? No, I shouldn't have made them visible. I'm still going to use... I think I'm going to use these in concert. I'm going to keep the invisible helmets. But I will have the ability to have a crown. If I want it, if it suits my person, I will have it. There's a mod outfit that has kind of like this idea of a faceplate, helm, crown thing. Anyway, I think that works great. I think it's very good. And again, thanks to Death's Grim for mentioning this. I did not know this mod existed, so... And that's the way it is. If you know of a great mod that we've not looked at, and admittedly, you may not have seen all my videos. You may not know that I have looked at something. That's fine. Not worried about that. Just saying, if you don't know, if you know of a great mod that we should look at, just let us know. So we could share it to everybody. Everybody can have a chance to look at it and enjoy it. I think more people would enjoy this if they knew it existed. I didn't know it existed, so it's cool. That's why I also use this mod, which I have done a little show on this before. Similar, you can just make the circlet you want. But here, this is the crowns. And it's based, it goes more with the armor because it's based with the armor. I mean, you're going to get a glass crown, a Dragonscale crown, a dragon plate crown, an iron crown, a steel crown, a Dwemer crown. So these go with your armor better or more, or with that theme better. So anyway, if you like this, you should grab it and try it. It's a small mod, less than 5 megabytes, which is not bad. And if they would actually come back and add some of these other crowns that they mentioned, that would be great too. They may not. Even so, it still covers all the good basics that you would use. So, pardon me. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you later.